Yes, guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the Football Inc. I hope you guys are all happy and healthy. Apologies, no show for the last couple of days. We've got birthday boy in the house, though. He was out. He's back. He's back in Old Blighty, following a cheeky little week away. And he's a year older. So we're going to find out how he is doing in just a minute. He's wearing a new hat as well, Christmas hat. Love to see it, Johnny. But guys, before we get into that, first of all, sorry for the slightly late arrival. As you know, I'm late again, says Jake. Big up to you. Big up to you all. Smash the like button for us. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell and drop a comment or two throughout. Keep your comments flowing. Also, we are, of course, always available on the podcast formats as well. The Apple Pods app and Spotify, where you can watch us back straight after the show. So if that's your thing, then give us a follow over there and a rating. Johnny, how you doing, mate? Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone who's sent me messages. And I'm sharing a show with the late Sean Butler. That will be his epitaph, the late Sean Butler. Nothing like being late. All the great stars of Hollywood were always late, 5 minutes late. It's
always keep them wanting more.
Not anymore. Thanks very much for all your messages, guys. Yeah, another year older. Everything's still working, and that's great. Just got a nice birthday gift. Those of you who aren't Spurs fans won't know much about this, but it's Sir Bill, the complete Bill Nicholson story by Steve Perriman and Norman Giller. That will be my toilet read for the next, depends how long it takes me, really. So it's been a good one. Sean, no one likes an international break. No one. Apart from the Scots, the Irish, and the Welsh. Let's just have a quick moment because we didn't do the show. Troy Parrott with that unbelievable hat-trick. The guy goes out and he scores 2 against Portugal to beat Portugal. And just when it looks like it's a step too far against Hungary, he comes along in the 96th minute and gets his toe on that one. And, you know, the peel away and celebration with the Irish fans is absolutely incredible. Yeah. And it was amazing. And you thought, nothing can top that on Tuesday. You know, Wales are playing North Macedonia, who are above them, tricky tie. And Scotland managed to scrape into it by Denmark, somehow drawing at home to Belarus, but Denmark being the favourites. And what a game of football that was. I mean, first of all, the overhead kick from Scott, the Brazilian McTominay, which was just sensational.
Unbelievable, that was, wasn't it? Unbelievable.
Yeah, goal. I mean, that's up with the Puskás probably for the season. That will be up there probably in the list of goals. And then it looked like they were going out. And then those 2 goals, all 3 goals were fantastic. And I suppose the one that got the headline was the third goal, chipping the goalkeeper from the halfway line. And Wales somehow beat North Macedonia 7-1. So congratulations to all of those. I suppose...
And Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland, yeah. Northern Ireland.
It's a shame because one of Wales... I think Northern Ireland have got to beat Italy. And then Wales have got to beat... I forget who they're playing in the first round of the knockout. But then if by chance Northern Ireland and Wales both win their games... then they have to face each other. So there's no chance that all of the home nations can make it, which is a shame.
Which is a shame, but I thought Italy were going to get an easy draw because they're desperate for them to be there. But I don't think they got a very good team, personally. I don't think Italy will do anything, personally. I was quite surprised they just about beat Israel. I mean, losing 4-1 at home to Norway. I know Norway, got a really good team, Haaland and Nusa and the likes, but, they've been pretty poor in this campaign. But it'd be interesting to see. So that's the draw they've got. They've got Wales or Ireland. Is that it, Sean? Who Wales playing? Did you say I haven't seen the draw?
I'll get it up right now.
Sorry.
World Cup Euro playoffs. It is Italy versus Northern Ireland. Let me get it up on the screen.
Couldn't have got an easier draw, could they? Honestly.
I don't, who's in the Northern Irish team? I have to have a look.
Jamie Donnelly, boy. Jamie Donnelly.
Jamie Donnelly. Yeah, that'd be good for him. That'd be good for him. Let's have a look. See. Let's have a look. See. Get it up
Thanks
on
for the birthday wishes. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not.
So yeah, you got Italy, Northern Ireland, and then Wales have got to play Bosnia Herzegovina, and the winner of those two matches play off. So it's probably going to be Italy, but exactly. It might not.
So they've got. I mean, Denmark, North Macedonia is difficult. Turkey, Romania, Finland, Albania,
Ukraine, Sweden. Right, Czechia have got to play. Czech Republic have got to play. When did they change their name to Czechia? I thought it was the Czech Republic. They got to play Ireland. No politics on the show. Mate, there's some decent teams in there that aren't going to qualify, right? And then in Brazil, in South America, there's 13 teams or something, 14 teams, and like 10 of them qualify or something.
Well, Bolivia lost 10 games. Bolivia have lost 10 games
and still
they're in the playoffs.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
It's absolute madness. Infantini wants some people who will vote for him. But there's some crazy Curacao, are going to make the World Cup. Cape Verde are making the World Cup. But the sad news that the guy with the Jamaican accent, ex-England manager, has left the Jamaican team.
Who's that? Steve McLaren.
Steve McLaren. Yeah, man. Do you see him? Did you hear him?
Yeah, man. Jamaica.
Yeah, man. Like, he was doing all. Oh,
no. He's only taken over. He's 7 minutes in. We are 7 minutes in, and it's happened again.
Oh, no. It happened again. What did he just say? I guess it's time to say goodbye. We're getting canceled today.
I tell you, if you haven't watched it, watch Steve McLaren join the Jamaican World Cup squad where they're teaching him the lingo.
I didn't know. I've not seen it. I haven't seen it. That was good.
Look it up. Good, I'm sure you can play it. I'm sure he won't get cancelled for it because it's old. But he's with the Jamaicans team and they're teaching him the lingo. And it's like, are you fucking for real? It's like Alan Partridge.
It's just it. Hang on.
Partridge revisited. See if you can find that one. Yeah, but is it this one?
Is it this one here? Hang on.
Hang on. See if you can
is
find
it this one? Is that it?
Yeah, this is it. Play this. Expand it.
Hang on. Okay. Oh, what's happened there?
All right, coach. Big up. I just got it.
Oh.
All right, coach. Big up. First training session. I see you very red in the face. How was it?
Yeah.
You know about it. Actually, looking at eye.
Huh?
Yeah.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Aliens.
Alien.
Jamaican.
Okay. Yeah. Fully active.
Big up.
Big up.
Yeah.
Man.
You said something else this morning.
Fully active.
No. You said something else.
You sure?
It was something.
Okay. Seal it up.
Seal it up.
Yeah.
Seal it up.
Seal it up.
It looks a bit like Joe Biden.
I know.
My fault.
Look me in the eye. Seal it up.
Respect.
You little man.
Coach. Big up.
Big up. Oh my God.
He does it
One
again.
in Holland. The one in Holland wasn't much better. He looks like a puzzled Joe Biden.
He doesn't like Joe Biden confused. He looks really confused. Like he's got a little bit of dementia mixed with a little bit of like the desire to fit in and not realizing how utterly cringy and embarrassing it is for a white man to pretend to be something other than a white man.
Honestly, right. Just trying to fit in. I mean, he had the Dutch accent as well when he was out in Holland. Cool Runnings speech.
Solly, Cool Runnings meets Coronation Street, man.
Oh dear, very funny, very funny.
The best one is Joey Barton's French accent. I haven't heard that one either.
Yeah, that's
fucking
a very
hilarious.
funny one. That's a funny one as well. I think. Look, I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure why he left the camp, because although they drew, they're in the playoffs. But he thought he'd leave. I mean, why would you leave? You've been all that time. Why would you not be in the playoffs, Sean, and leave after you've been knocked out? They're still in the playoffs. So now he's left them with no manager going into the playoffs. Unless
I
they
didn't read the rules, man. I thought we were out.
I thought I was out, and then they pulled me back
I
in.
thought we was out, man. Now I gotta go back. Get me some of that rum, man. Give me some of that Jamaican rum. Oh, what are we doing? It's definitely getting cancelled. Definitely
Right.
getting cancelled.
Listen, love Jamaica, right? But yeah, Steve McLaren leaving Jamaica in the lurch in the playoffs because they drew at
Who have
home.
they got in the playoffs then?
I'm not sure, but they drew with Curacao. Let's have a look. Have a look.
Jamaica World Cup.
I told you we'd bring you top football content. You thought you were tuning in for some Premier League action.
Wait, what is it? The world? Which?
World Cup.
No, I know. I know. So they must be. It must be either.
Where
Is it
It's not-
Honduras or
Congo.
Suriname?
Is it-
Suriname?
Might be Suriname. Might be.
I don't know. Hang on, let me just search it.
The
Who
World Cup
do
playoffs.
Jamaica play
World
in
Cup playoffs. Jamaica
World
are playing
Cup
someone.
playoffs? New Caledonia will face Jamaica in the FIFA World Cup
Come
playoffs.
on, man.
Never even heard of New Caledonia.
Jesus Christ. He can't. He wasn't even confident. I mean, you think he'd stay, get free holiday to the USA for like 4 weeks?
Well, you got so they've got up to Jamaica. I've got to play New Caledonia. I've heard of Caledonian Thistle, but I've never heard of New Caledonia. And then they've got the winner of that game will play Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo,
all
in
over,
the playoff tournament pathway one.
Didn't Congo get accused of doing juju on the pitch during the penalties? Oh, that was Nigerians. I think that was the Democratic Republic of Congo, whereas this might be the Congo. No, I wasn't.
No,
sure.
that's the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Yeah.
Right? So whoever it was, one of them was accused by the other team in the penalties. You know, the referee, the manager was like, "I'm not happy. Why aren't you happy?" Well, during the penalty shootout, you could see one of the players was doing some sort of like
juju,
you know, juju or whatever they call. What do they call it? Voodoo, right?
You do voodoo.
Who do? Not me, do.
Oh, but he was doing juju. He lost the plot. The Nigerian manager lost the plot. He thought it was all done and dusted due to the juju during the penalty shootout. But yeah, listen, the World Cup is going to be great when it starts. But I think 48 teams, Sean.
Oh, mate, it's
ridiculous,
ludicrous, bro. It's ludicrous.
32 is that was pushing it out. 32,
we're pushing it anyway. Like, there's not like you would always have teams in your 32. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how many, and they're going to bring it out to 64, aren't they, as well?
No, you can't have it. It's madness.
In 4 years' time, if there's 64 teams, are they going to make the tournament over 2 months?
Well, there's no point qualifying.
Just let everybody participate.
Just let everyone in. 128 teams start.
It's like Keir Starmer's England. Just let everybody in.
Well, there'd be a total apathy to qualification. No one will be interested in qualification because it doesn't mean anything. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Especially when you have decent teams from the European continent that might end up missing out.
Well, Gibraltar and Luxembourg might actually make it.
Yeah, San Marino.
I mean, it's honestly, it's nonsense.
We're going to have to do a a second club,
A World Club watch along.
World Club watch along, and
We're
we're
doing
going to
spin the wheel.
spin the wheel. Yeah, spin the
Yeah.
wheel for your.
Knowing my luck, I'll be wearing a Cape Verde or a Curacao.
Yeah. We'll do
Am I
some
getting that
giveaways. We'll do some shirt giveaways from. We'll renew the sponsor for OK Jersey.
My San Marino.
My San Marino. Big up to Sava. Big up to Sava Raid. Appreciate you, Sava. Good to see you guys.
Listen, Scotland made it, and hopefully Ireland and Wales, or one of them, will make it. But well done. Exciting football. In a boring international, it's normally a very boring international break. Thank you, Republic of Ireland and Troy Parrott. Thank you, Scotland, Scott McTominay and the likes. And thank you, Brennan Johnson, for a bit of a superb goal that he scored.
Brennan Johnson's our best goal scorer, isn't he? We have to shake hands with that reality. Brennan Johnson is our best goal scorer at the football club.
Yeah, if only he had the other parts to his game. Do you know what I mean?
No wonder he's shagging Lily Phillips.
Oh,
all he likes to do is backdoor Johnson.
Backdoor Johnson. Backdoor Johnson. Congratulations, though, to all. But so, Sean, it's big weekend. It's a big weekend. I'm just glad to have the Premier League back.
Before we do the Premier League preview, do you want to do some? There's some decent transfer news, views, and clues around. Should we do that first?
I've got a lot. Let me tell you.
The rumor mill, it's time we went there to speculate, gesticulate on who will go where.
What are we saying?
Okay, so where do you want to start? You
Should we start with old Ornstein Bomber last night saying, basically he says that from what he's hearing, that Tottenham Hotspur, our club, Tottenham, they mean business, that this January for them is a big one, that they have intentions to go big. And he also extended it to say, because I did a show last night and I was like, I can't find the quote to bring it up, but I knew he intimated something more than just saying Tottenham mean business. And he went on to say he's convinced that Tottenham are going to do everything they can to sign Semenyo. This is Ornstein saying it. This isn't teamtalk.com. This isn't Sean Butler with his barrel scraping. Every day I'll find a fucking link from somewhere to talk to you. This is Ornstein saying £65 million at Semenyo is Tottenham's top priority. Listen, just quickly on that one. My man, Adam Horlock, big up to you, buddy. He said to me about 3 weeks ago on my chat, he put in a super chat on the Spurs Talk Show and said, Tottenham are signing Semenyo January the 1st. And I turned around and said, mate, if that's true, I will tip my hat. I love the way you dream. I just think you're dreaming big, but I think you're delusional. And he's come back every single day and reminded me. And the story's heating up, Johnny. The story's getting a little bit more legs. When Ornstein says this, you give it a little bit more credibility than if it's just another team talk.
100%. Look, we just hope that the African Championship was every 4 years, because the chances of Ghana not qualifying are pretty slim normally. But listen, if anyone can swing it, Kudus can swing it. He loves it at Spurs. He's come here. He's never been injured. And he's come here and he's been injured. He'll probably say to Semenyo, come to Spurs. It's fantastic, mate. If you've never been injured, guaranteed you get an injury. You'll be off for a few weeks. You'll be able to go around London. You'll be able to fly off on holiday. You probably only have to play 20 games a season. Whereas if you stick with Bournemouth or Liverpool, you'll be injury-free. No good. Come to Spurs, get injured, have plenty of time off. No, but joking aside, they've got plenty of, they've got a good relationship. Whether Agent Kudus can swing it, I don't know. I believe Spurs are going to start spending money. I've got no doubt about that. But wanting and getting are two different things.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no, I hear you on that one. Of course. But I just really hope that there's, like I say, when Ornstein speaks about these things, he's not someone that just says it for the click, like Romano or, me. who just makes things up. Well, no, sorry, I don't make anything up. I don't never make anything up. But you know what I mean? Like I'll go to any just disgustingly poor link to put out a video. He only talks about things that he's hearing, and he's saying that Tottenham are going to do everything they can. 100%, I hear you. That it's 65 million quid in terms of value. There's not better value out there. Think about 65 million quid. It's a lot of money, but is it a lot of money relative to what we saw in the summer for the likes of Sesko, for the likes of João Pedro, for the likes of Kudus, 55, 60 million, whatever. It's all within the same vicinity. And you've got a player that's prem proven, that works and matches the physicality side of the game. He's versatile, can play off both sides, and he can put the ball in the back of the net with a fury.
Takes it to another level, Sean. But there again, he takes Liverpool to another level. He takes Arsenal to another. And the thing is, let's be honest, he's an Arsenal fan again.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Okay, so I'm not going to get carried away. I'm not even going to let it enter my brain. Yeah. Okay, What I would say is Spurs will be actively looking to buy a player of quality in January. Do I believe it's Semenyo? No. Would I love it to be Semenyo? Yes. But I'm not getting carried away on that.
No, exactly. I don't personally think it will happen either. But we got to talk about it. And like I said last night, Johnny, we spoke about this in the summer. There was more supply of decent strikers than there was high demand for them. There's still a couple of strikers that are knocking around that didn't end up moving homes. And I feel like that might be drier now. But the left wing market, at least in the Premier League, there's probably 2 or 3 teams above us in the pecking order that, might go after Semenyo, might go after Kane Yildiz, might go whatever. But there's enough top talent out there playing at football clubs that would see Tottenham as a step up, and a step up in salary, a step up in opportunity. And so even if you can't get Semenyo, if Semenyo goes to Liverpool,
I'd be happy with Lookman. I'd be
happy with Lookman. I'd be very happy with Lookman.
I think people forget, the awards Lookman's won. And look, let's deal with ones that are more reasonable and who we are linked with. We'll go on to all the other teams. But as Savage rate here, we'll go on to the Spurs stuff. Tottenham have inquired about Ruben Neves, who continues to be strongly linked away from Al Hilal and back to the Premier League this January. That one has got legs. That one's got possibility. There's a guy, but I don't know about you. I'll ask you the question now. I would only take him on loan with an option. I worry, as good as a player he was, I don't know whether 3 years in Saudi Arabia has got him fat on the land and is miles off what he was.
But you can't really take a loan with an option because he's out of contract in the summer. So you either pay him 20 million.
20 million.
You do it, mate. You do it.
You got to. It's a risk.
You got to do it. Yeah. There's risk with all of them, isn't it? There's always a risk. With me, Ruben Neves is an unbelievable player. I was so surprised that he was the first player to join the Saudi project that wasn't at the first big name player that was still young, if you know what I mean. And you do have to question the motivation of why would you, but also you have to respect the fact that he stayed out there for the entirety of his contract. He didn't come back, right? He didn't go out there for 2 minutes and say this isn't for me. He was loyal to the contract and he's run his contract down. I think that Ruben Neves would be a fantastic player.
Listen, Ruben Neves is not coming to the Premier League for money, right? He's earned the money. 300 grand a week or whatever, tax-free over however long. So it's about playing football at 28, 29. No reason why he can't go back or go elsewhere. He's made his money, no tax and all the rest of it. The other one, another one who's definitely on the radar is Magnus Akalush from Monaco. This is another one that is distinctly possible, Sean. 23 years of age. Why not? Yeah. Why not?
Because he's a little bit... Well, look, he's having a fantastic season, but the question marks, again, are always
physical,
consistent. It's the physicality and it's the transition, right? Look at Evan Gassan. Smashed it up in the French league. Smashed it up last year. Goes to Villa. Has done nothing. I'm not saying that Aklush is... But if you watched Evan Gassan last year, he was and he's physical as well. He's a big lump, or not a big lump, but he's got the size, but he just hasn't done anything in Villa yet. Now, of course, there's acclimation processes. There's time to assimilate, so you bear with it. Don't judge a book too early. But I think the same concerns, not the same concerns, it's not a concern, it's a consideration, right? Like when you're buying a player from a league like France and they look outstanding in that league. Look at Mikhail Tadzi, right? Was at Lyon, went to Villarreal, played against us in the Champions League. Bang average.
Yeah.
Bang average. And I think Mikhail Tadzi is one of the best players.
And Dombele.
Dombele, yeah, exactly. Pape Sarr for the first, to a degree.
Akalouche, look, it depends, but he does have great feet, and we need someone with some creative spark in the middle of the park, because I'm not going to rely on James Maddison to be bombing it in a year's time. I'm sorry, I'm not. No disrespect to James Maddison. I think it's going to be a long, long road, hard road back. And at the age he's going to be over 30 for him to come back and do it. And Xavi, you can't rely on Xavi. If Xavi gets injured, we got no one. The other player...
Do you think, though, Akliouche, do you think we're overloaded in 10s then, though? Like, if you were to bring Akliouche... it was probably one of the choices. Like, you could have gone for Akliouche or you could have gone for Xavi Simons. The fact you went for Simons...
It's about 5, Sean. There's never too many. There's too few. There is, though.
There is too many.
I don't think Arsenal have got too few. I don't think they've got too many.
Who have Arsenal got in the 10?
Well, they've got various players that can play in a creative role.
But if you look at, like I'm saying, if you look at like a Manchester United, right? Like they want to get Semenyo. Man United don't play with wing forwards. They play a 3-4-2-1 with two 10s, right? Could you see Semenyo playing in a 10 or as a wing back? I couldn't. So like, I'm just sitting there thinking like you've got
trouble wherever he plays, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I guess my concern is just like if in an ideal world, not that there's ever an ideal world, but in an ideal world, you have the entire squad fit at Tottenham, and you bring Akliouche in, then you have Akliouche, who's obviously a 10. You've got Xavi Simons, who's preferably a 10. You have James Maddison, who's obviously a 10. You have Decky, who's probably a 10, preferably a 10, right? And then you've also got players like Jamie Donnelly that hopefully will come back at some point. You've also got players, I'm just thinking, did we make the decision? It might have been the wrong decision, but did we?
Mikey Moore's a 10, personally.
Well, there you go, right? And some people think that Odebear's a 10. I think that Odebear could be a 10 in the future. I genuinely think he's a better link-up player than he is a take-on specialist.
I want quality. I want us to be riddled with quality. We are not riddled with quality right now. I'm not going to complain about having incredible depth. Arsenal have got a whole shitload of injuries, yet they're putting out a top team. You would hardly think that Odegaard, Havertz, Noni Madueke, and a whole load of others are all out, and yet they're still putting out, a team like that. The other player that we keep getting linked to, and it won't go away, is Samu Agahoya of Porto. I don't know how much credence you can give these stories. I mean, we're coming up to December, Sean. It's going to start ramping up. We'll be linked.
Busy time for Football Inc.
Busy time. We'll be linked with everybody.
Silly season is almost upon us. Get ready for 7 hours straight streams, marathons with Jonny and I.
Well, listen, one player whose future is looking in doubt, and I don't think he'll be coming to Spurs. He was linked there once upon a time. Is Paulo Dybala. He would have to take. He's saying he'd have to take a significant pay cut if he was ordered to stay and sign a new contract with Roma.
You mean my club?
Yeah, Dybala. Do you not think it's a bit strange that he's? Did you not think that Paulo Dybala would one day play in the Prem, Sean?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. We were linked with him. We were linked with him for about 5 years, weren't we?
Yeah, we didn't play. Couldn't sort out the image rights, but it's interesting one there. One player that moved, and we still find it a bit strange that he went there. James Trafford.
Yeah,
I think I'd be changing my agent, Sean. to be honest.
I don't think it was anyone's fault apart from Manchester City saw a golden egg and
They
went for
brought
it.
him back. He's never going to play. He's just not going to play. He beat Newcastle to the signature.
Yeah,
And now there's links for him to go to Newcastle.
yeah.
I mean, how's that one work?
He was dog shit against Tottenham, wasn't he?
He was.
So bad against Tottenham. He was cut. I think, and then obviously they brought in the big fella Donnarumma, and that guy's going to play, isn't he? So yeah, if you're James Trafford, you're thinking, what am I doing here? And he won't be there long.
So do you know what the deal that's been rumoured? That they have bought, they know that Newcastle are desperate for a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And they signed him with the inclination to sell him back to get Livramento in a swap and cash.
Livramento, really?
Yeah. I don't know how much.
Newcastle. I'd be very surprised if Newcastle let him go. He was. Do you know what's weird about Livramento? Right, when he left, was he Southampton?
Yeah.
Or was he Brighton? He was at Southampton, wasn't he? And I was like, I don't know about him. I don't know, he's too lightweight. And then he's a good player, but is he Newcastle
I wanted
standards?
us to sign him. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure, and he's been absolutely sensational. But he had a massive injury, didn't he? He had he was out for a year or something.
He's out injured again now, I think, at the moment.
Yeah,
so,
injury-prone player.
A reoccurring one. Another one who gets linked, well, it's been linked with Arsenal, Man United, and a couple of other clubs, is Guirassy at Borussia Dortmund. £50 million being quoted to get him out in January. How much are you taking of that, Sean?
Don't remind me.
Sean doesn't like to talk about
when you talk about enough players, like as many players as I do, you're going to get a lot of them wrong. And the Serhou Guirassy story, I couldn't have been more wrong on. Thought he was a one-hit wonder, but a one-year wonder. But listen, he was a late bloomer. He wasn't late. It's a fair question. Where have you been until you turned 27? Where have you been, Serhou? And then he does it for Stuttgart, gets the gig at Dortmund, and then bangs in, was it 13 goals in the Champions League campaign last season? And he's still doing it. Unbelievable.
50 million.
I genuinely ran. I watched him for like hours on the Y Scout, and every time every major highlight clip, an assist or a goal, it all looked like it was by accident. It didn't look like it was by design. It all looked like the ball fell into the right area, and he. You right? Food tasting. You got a bit of toast there, have you? Got a ham toasty? What are we doing here?
Yeah, it was a special delivery. Look.
Did you get a biscuit? What are you eating? A sandwich. Nice.
Food reviews as well.
Is that bacon? Is that bacon or ham? What is that?
This is Gale's toasted seeded sourdough with bacon and ketchup. Just for you.
So you're a Jewish man eating bacon. What are we doing here, Johnny?
Keep it quiet. We will be doing Cooking Inc. Sean and I will be reviewing all the restaurants in the Tottenham area.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
But Guirassy, I don't know. It's not for us. It's for the very wealthy clubs. It's for your United as a backup option, or your Arsenals. Arsenal also linked with him, Sean. What do you reckon?
Who Guirassy? Really? Guirassy, however you say his name, yeah? Really?
Yeah, linked with Arsenal as well.
He's got to be 29 now, isn't he? How old is he? 20. He's 29 years old, mate. He's 29 years old.
Madness. No? Madness?
Well, I don't know. I based my opinion on him on one is looking at the goals that he scored and thinking the ball falls to him in very fortunate circumstances. He doesn't look like he's a natural player, but you can't hate the numbers. And I also looked at the fact that he was 27 when he first popped onto the radar. And I'm like, well, where have you been? You know, you've been playing football for 10 years and no one's heard of you until your breakout season at Stuttgart. Or very few people have heard of you. Some people would probably say I knew about him when he was playing for Rennes or whatever. But I don't know.
Well, I think he's Arsenal. The link with Arsenal has come about. Arsenal, one of the clubs considering him as extra cover up front this January. With Gyökeres, not managing to do it. Sean, you have those numbers there for Gyökeres and Richarlison, those stats.
Oh, hang on. You sent them to me, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, look at those.
Hang on,
I mean, just when you thought Richarlison was shocking.
Hold up.
I sent it to you on your WhatsApp.
Let me upload it now. Give me 2 seconds, mate.
Covered Gyökeres, Jesus are past. Jesus has passed. He's passed the move back. So look at these stats here from Squawker.
Can't really see it. Let me zoom. I can't zoom in anymore for people at home. Sorry, guys. By the way, guys, smash the like button, please. There's 234 of you here. Appreciate you, Sava, for the raid. Smash the subscribe if you haven't, guys. And if you are watching and you're not subscribed but you want to participate in the chat to contribute, then all you got to do is hit the subscribe button, and it should open up the door to everyone to be able to chat immediately. If it doesn't, just hit the refresh button on the browser and it will open up. Compared Victor Guac to Victor Guacamole to Richarlison per 90 in the Premier League this season. What's it saying here? Shots, excluding blocked shots, per 90. Okay, so basically Richarlison wins on shots on target, shots off, shots in total, goals, conversion rate, assists, chances created, even take-ons completed. Richarlison's taken man on and beaten them. Jesus Christ, he usually just bangs it into their leg. Fouls one. So it's only touches in the opposite box. And you were saying before, I'm not sure if we can share it, but you've got a little bit of insight saying that Richarlison's a little bit frustrated with the service he's getting.
Yeah, it needs more crosses into the box. He has to do better. There's no two ways about that. But I was actually quite shocked when I saw those numbers, Sean.
I'd like to see Guacamole compared to Mickey van der Ven, if I'm honest, Johnny. I think Mickey van der Ven would smash him as well for all those things.
Yeah, probably. He probably would.
Yeah.
He probably would. He'd definitely be better. The other one being linked to Arsenal, and one player we've spoken about on this show that I said I would take at Spurs is Scott McTominay. I 100% would take him at my club. 100%. Yeah. I know a lot of people wouldn't and think we're above this.
It's not a sexy name, but he's a fantastic work. You heard Thomas Frank. I don't know if you saw the TNT interview with Owen Hargreaves and Tommy Frank a little while ago, a couple of days. I think it was a week ago or something.
Yeah.
And Thomas Frank said, I put a video out about this because I feel like I've gone a little bit hard, or not harsh, but I feel like I'm not married to Thomas Frank, right? Never was. Yeah. So I'm happy to just to chew through the various things. But then whenever I watch him talk in those sorts of interviews, I get a feeling of reassurance. I get a little bit of a safety net in my mind that he does know what he's talking about. Like he's thinking about things that we're not thinking about. And so it's easy to sit there and say, why aren't we doing this? Or why aren't we doing more of that or less of this and everything? But he's considered all of these things. And like when he was talking about hard work, he was basically saying it's a non-negotiable. Everything else is sort of, you can placate and you can adjust and create templates and do all this stuff. But the one thing that is a non-negotiable in the Premier League in 2025 is that your team has to absolutely work their fucking socks off. And his team is doing that. And you can see by the stats that they are. And players like Scott McTominay are probably a dream for managers to work with, because you have got a talented player who's versatile, can do a lot of different jobs. But the one thing you know about Scott McTominay is that he will work from minute 1 to minute 90, similar as people like Conor Gallagher as well, I guess. Those same sort of kind of profiles.
The goal output. Look, everyone, when he was at Man United, even Man United fans weren't giving him the credit that he was due. Other fans were looking at him saying, well, then he was playing for Scotland and every week he was scoring every week for Scotland. He was like a striker for them. And then he goes to Italy. No one's expecting anything. But Antonio Conte definitely saw something in him, and he ends up being Serie A Player of the Year. You don't become the best player in Italy for no reason. Listen, I like him.
He was a legit player at Man United as well. He was a legit player. He under Ten Hag and under previous iterations, he always popped up with late goals. He's a late arrival into the box specialist. He's not afraid. He's a good passer. You're right. I think you nailed it a long time ago, Johnny, when you first sort of brought up this notion of like, it's the name. It's the name, right? Scott McTominay plays for Scotland.
Yeah.
You know, if his name was like Scatini McTomalini or whatever, and he had long hair and he was a good looking geezer with a tan.
And an Alice band.
All that shit. You'd fall in love with him because we're all a little bit gay like that, you know? When it comes to football, we're all a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
get cancelled now.
Listen, I think Scott McTominay did more for Manchester United when he was playing than Mason Mount did for Man United, and Mason Mount cost a fortune to bring to the club. But the one thing that is going on a lot, Sean, is a lot of the big clubs are raiding each club, try and find the best youth players. Liverpool, as we know, raided Chelsea to buy I keep forgetting his name now, the young kid who came on and scored a couple of goals pre-season. Keep forgetting his name, Liverpool striker, attacker.
Asula or something?
I can't remember his name now. But then the latest one that they're all after is...
The black kid who plays off the left wing who's 16.
Yeah. Joshua Abe, right? Arsenal, Manchester City and Chelsea are all trying to poach Joshua Abe from rivals Liverpool. And Arsenal are really using now this thing. Come to Arsenal, forget all the other clubs, forget Chelsea. You don't get a chance at Chelsea. You just get sold. Hang
on. Sorry, Johnny, hang on a second. You talking about the guy Rio
Agamon, yeah.
Who's the player? You just said Joshua A. Who's that?
Joshua Abe. He plays for Liverpool. He's a young kid. He's like a hot talent. We're
not talking about Rio then, not the guy who plays already.
Rio. Liverpool stole Rio from Chelsea. He was in Chelsea's youth. And now Arsenal and Chelsea are trying to steal Joshua Abe from Liverpool.
Never heard of him.
Right. Well, he's a hot talent. What I'm trying to say here is there's a lot of clubs now trying to nick a lot of the top academy players. There's some amazing young talent coming through. But
before they sign professional contracts, when they're in that 2-year period, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, Arsenal are winning a lot of these players over due to the fact that come to us. Look at our track record of playing Nawani, Skelly, Dowman, right? And even if you don't play, you'll still go to a top club. Eddie Nketiah and what's his name? Went to Fulham. Name was
you know what it is though. It's easy to. I know you guys are talking about the guy who plays right wing. It's easier. I remember when Klopp used to do it, right? Klopp would be 2-0 up in a game and he'd give Conor Bradley 20 minutes, right? He'd give these guys 20 minutes here and there. And like I remember having this debate with at the end of the Conte period at Tottenham. Like at what point when you're 1-0 down or 1-1 in a Premier League game and you're not comfortable in any games, at what point do they have the luxury of being able to bleed in? There was a couple of scenarios where Tottenham, and it was under the same with Ange, a couple of scenarios where
very annoying.
I remember Southampton, we were 4-0 up or whatever it was, or 5-0 up we won, and he still didn't bring anybody on. And in those circumstances, you can say, sure, that there's an opportunity to give someone 20 minutes when the game's already put to bed and you're not playing them in under 21 football and they're still playing with the majority of first teamers and yada, yada, yada. But if you're a team that is struggling to get points and every game is sort of nickeling and diming and it's like, very much on the edge of losing or dropping points, you don't have the luxury unless you fully trust that they're capable of doing it. You know, I'd love to see Tottenham get there, but Tottenham at the moment are not really putting teams to the sword. Maybe away at Everton when we won 3-0, you could have. I'm sorry to bring this back.
I'd like to see it though, Sean. Like exactly you said, when you got a scenario,
when you do,
whether it's Spurs or whatever club, and we've seen Arsenal do it. You know, Dowman at 15 has been getting minutes. Nawani has been getting minutes. Skelly has been getting minutes. You know, not in every game. They're in, they're out, they're in, they're out, but they're getting a taste for it. And what it shows is it encourages all the players who are in their academy to stay in their academy. I think they lost one player that went to Man United. Sam, if you're in the chat, you can let me know his name. I can't forget. He's a talented kid that went to Man United recently, I think last season, from Arsenal's academy. But they are holding on to or acquiring the top talents. Yeah. Because
they're appearing like the new version of Liverpool. Like Liverpool don't have that luxury right now. United don't have that luxury. Man City do, but Man City have a different approach to youth team football. They're more than happy to sell players and put sell-on fees on, whatever else. Like there's loads of players. Like the Man City Academy is also a success, but more for different reasons, right? They use it more as a facilitation of their own transfer budget to be able to go and buy who they want. Whereas Arsenal are definitely showing a new version, right? Where come to us, you'll get minutes, because they're one of the few teams that find themselves in more situations where they can afford to give these players 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there.
Depth. You know, you can't say, Spurs can't give it because of the depth of our squad. Bullshit. Arsenal's squad depth is way better than Spurs, and yet these players are still getting minutes. They're not getting 90 minutes every week, but they're getting enough to whet the appetite to keep them there. Max Dowman was courted by just about every club. In fact, there's an article here. He's rejected 5 top clubs from abroad as he reached a pre-agreement over a long-term contract with Arsenal once he turns 17. Ain't going to happen. A bit of kidology will come up to the Old Firm derby. The one I really want to talk about, though, is one that I've said I believe this will happen in the summer. I said it last year and I've stuck to it, is Harry Kane to Barcelona. These stories don't seem to be going away. In fact, they seem to be getting more traction now, Sean. This is the one that I think he will go for. How do you refuse that? If somehow Barcelona can fund it, how as a player can you say no to Barcelona?
Because there's one thing that you haven't yet ticked off. And that's the Premier League all-time great. He's got so many individual accolades. He's smashed all scoring records in Germany. He's going to hopefully win. I would like him to win the Champions League in Bayern Munich, and I think that they're a good fit for that. I can't wait to see the Bayern Munich game this week. Next week. It's going to be fantastic. Arsenal Bayern Munich. That will be a bit of an insight into really who of those two teams are going to be able to challenge Barcelona or PSG or Real Madrid. It's one of those 5 teams. But if he does happen to win the Champions League and the second Bundesliga and maybe a DFK Dokbal, then he's ticked all the team trophies that he needs to win. He goes to Barcelona. There's no guarantee he's going to win a team trophy. He's got nowhere near enough time to win any individual accolades. The one thing that he hasn't done is to lift the goal scoring record in the Premier League. And if he spends 2 years at Barcelona, he won't do it. So to me, I just think that I don't disagree with your stance. I think it's logical. For me, it would either be Barcelona or, and I hope it's the latter, it will be a return to Tottenham and then bang in. He needs 50 goals or 45 goals, whatever it is. It will take him the better part of 2.5 seasons, and he'll be 33 or whatever it is. So I think the guy can get to 37, still scoring goals, no problem. But I just think that there's as strong a rationale for him to come back to the Premier League for me, because if he finishes his career not as the Premier League top goal scorer, I think he'll feel that will be a regret that he that will be an itch that he won't be able to scratch if he goes to Barca.
For me, it's Barca. That's just my opinion. I could be totally wrong, but it's what I called last year, and I believe that this will be the case. Follow Lewandowski. He could play at Barcelona for another 3 or 4 years.
He's never going to break any records at Barcelona, right?
No, he can still be down there as one of the great players to grace Barcelona. Can you imagine how many goals he's scored there? Seriously.
No, listen, for sure, the draw as well, living in Spain and Barcelona, what an amazing place. I hear it. I'm saying it's a very strong argument. And why not play your football in 3 different leagues and then maybe go to MLS or whatever last? I hear it, but do you think that the Premier League all time leading goal scorer is? Listen. At the same time, though, like if he does come back to the Premier League, by the time that if Erling Haaland carries on with his ratio, if Erling Haaland scores 25 goals a season again and again and again, I mean, how long before, even if he gets the record, before Erling Haaland actually? Do you think?
Haaland will go to Real Madrid, mate.
You don't think Haaland will stay in the Premier League?
No, I don't. I think he'll go to Real Madrid or.
He signed an 8-year deal, didn't he, or a 9-year contract or something crazy?
I don't see it. Look, personally, I love Harry Kane, but I just don't think, if I was advising him, mate, finish your career at Barcelona, maybe. You've still got peak years there. We saw how many goals Lewandowski scored, but he's a better player than Lewandowski. Lewandowski is a goal scorer, right? They ain't seen no one like Harry Kane dropping into the midfield, spraying a pass 20 yards the other side of the pitch. He's on another level.
Yeah, 100%.
Another level. And
but is he guaranteed to win anything in Barcelona? I'm not sure he is.
I think he's got more chance of winning something at Barcelona than he has at Spurs.
Well, true, but he can't win the individual accolades. He's not going to be able to score enough goals to be La Liga top goal scorer. He can't do it in Germany. He won't do it. He might not win any trophies in Spain. If he's won the league, if he wins the Champions, I think maybe if he doesn't win the Champions League with Bayern Munich, he might choose that option because there's a chance he could do it at Barca. Chance, but if he wins the Champions League and he wins the second Bundesliga title, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm talking with my heart over my head, but I just think there's a good chance that he wants to come back and get that final trophy and take Alan Shearer's name.
We'll find out soon enough. Another player, look, we know that Mark Gahey, the links to Mark Gahey is going to go. Whether he goes in January or not, Liverpool desperate for him in January. We all know that. I think their title push is finished. It's done for. But they need a centre-back and they need one quick. So Crystal Palace have made overtures for Osama Diamonde from Sporting Lisbon, the young centre-back. Chelsea, though, have now thrown their hat into the ring for this one. If you were advising Diamonde or you were Diamonde...
Wait, which Diamonde? Usman Diamonde or Jan Diamonde?
Usman
Diamonde. Yeah.
If you were his family, if you were his agent, personally, I would be telling him to avoid Chelsea like the plague, because if he goes to Palace, he is going to play there week in and week out and build his reputation. He's young enough to build it out. If you go to Chelsea, you're just going to join the graveyard of players.
I think he'll play at Chelsea as well, mate.
I know he's a top player, Sean, but we've seen it's like a graveyard for players. They're signing.
Who's he competing with? He's competing with Disasi, Badiashile, Tosin Adarabioyo. Like, these guys aren't fit to lace this guy Usman Diamande's boots, mate. And he's he's a very good talent. Like, he's a top talent. I think he would listen. By the way, what a spoilt for choice, right? Palace are a great team as well.
Yeah,
no issue going. If he goes there, he'll do brilliant things. But for me, if the argument is don't go to Chelsea because you'll just be part of the list, he'll be at the top of the list alongside the geezer who's currently injured, and also Fofana, Wesley Fofana, and
but do you not think, Sean, do you not think it's just like this, the rich kid? You want everything for Christmas, you want everything for your birthday, and then the next year, I don't have anything. I want it all again.
Yeah, and I don't want anyone else to have it either.
Yeah, I don't want everything. I mean, they bought all these wingers, right? And now they're desperate for Kane and Yildiz, right?
They don't need any more wingers.
No, but they are keen on Yildiz.
Yeah.
Colwell, Yeah.
Colwill and Fofana.
Well,
And if they get Colwill, Fofana when the guy's back from injury, and then Diamande, those three will be competing for the spots, and then Badiashile, Dizazi's fucking horrendous, and then Tosnada Abayo, who's just wanted to go for the money.
All these, like the thing is with loans and signings and everything, nothing's guaranteed. We talk about Prem ready. What happened to Harvey Elliott? Harvey Elliott playing for Liverpool, playing minutes, coming on as a sub, goes out, has an unbelievable summer for the England under-21s, goes to Aston Villa and can't kick a ball. You know, there's no guarantees in this game, none.
Yeah, Harvey Elliott's a really strange one, isn't it?
Well, yeah, very strange.
Really strange. You know, he's being sort of a little bit, and it's not like Aston Villa are, you know, I mean, they're doing Aston Villa are very like they've improved massively, but they are. I don't know. Like, I feel like Harvey Elliott's. It's just weird, isn't it? Going on loan somewhere.
Chalobah as well.
Yeah, but for me, Usman Diamande is better than Chalobah as well.
Yeah. Sean, should we do the predictions? We need someone from the chat. To do the chat's predictions.
Let me find out. There's a couple of members in the house. CCA Villa Jays. You're a member that's watching. Big up to you. If you would like to do it, you get the first dibs. We haven't used you before, mate. If you're still there watching and you'd like to participate and offer us the same with you, Blake. Oh, did we use Blake? I think we haven't used Blake yet, have we? Blake, if you want to do it, mate, same to you. Adam Horlock, if you would like to do it, mate, same to you, buddy. Anyone that's still there, we'll give the first shout to a member. And if you guys want to participate and offer us the predicciones for the chat for today, the first one that comes in. If not, I'll give you like 20 seconds, and if no one puts their hand up, then we'll throw it out to anybody else that wants to do it.
Come on, guys, put your names up there if you want to do the predicciones. We should definitely be doing it.
As a Villa fan, no idea what's going on there, except to say Emery is a hard taskmaster, and the coaches, have impressed so well. So, yeah.
It's a strange one. There's Adam.
Big up to you, Adam, mate. You are the chat predictione man for today. Let's find out where we currently sit. Who's at the bottom of we know who's at the bottom of the table. Johnny doesn't like it when I remind everybody. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for the predictione.
Who's gonna win this weekend? Gotta predict the scores. Gotta be Nostradamus, picking wins, losses, and draws. Who's gonna win this weekend? Gotta predict the scores. Gotta be Nostradamus, picking wins, losses, and draws.
Boom.
Have you ever noticed that guy looks a lot like Wolfie?
Yeah.
Who's gonna win this weekend? Gotta predict the score.
He does a bit.
He does
a bit.
All right, it's time for the predicciones. Just for those of you that don't know, this is how it works. We go through each of the games and we'll talk about them briefly, some longer than others, depending on the fixtures and where the teams are at. At the end of the conversation, Johnny, myself, and in this week, Adam will predict a scoreline. On Monday or Tuesday, depending on when after the last game is, we come back and we give points for the corrections within those, or the correct scores within them. If you get 3 points for a spot-on prediction, you get 1 point for a correct result, but not the correct scoreline, and 0 point for everything else. You also get to pick a goal scorer or assist maker for the week, and every goal that they score will give you 3 additional points. Every assist that they make will give you 1 additional point. And we have a tally, and we've caught up. We're on match week 12, and this is how we stand currently. In third place at the moment, bringing up the rear, is Backdoor Johnny. They're calling him Backdoor
Johnny. That's me.
Backdoor Johnny on 64 points. The chat is in. They've caught me up very, very aggressively. 73 points. So 9 points ahead of Johnny and 9 points ahead of me on 82 points. the players that have been used before. Oh, you know what? I'll come to that when it's time.
Yeah, come to that after. So let's do the first game, Sean.
Yeah,
First
Burnley
game,
versus Chelsea.
Burnley, Chelsea. Burnley very good at home. Well, better at home.
Yeah,
we know that Scotty Parker has them set up for a low block, but Chelsea, despite the international break and despite Burnley's best intentions, I can't see this going any other way. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, Burnley have been beaten by in each of their last 6 Premier League home matches against Chelsea. Last time they played, then they got smashed 4-1 in October 2023.
Yeah.
They also drew with them 2-2 later on in that season. I personally think that, for me, I mean, Burnley's form, they're on the back of 2 losses. They've lost 4 of their last 6. I think the shine is coming a little bit off for Burnley. And for me, I see Chelsea getting the points here, but I do think that Burnley will score. I'm going to go for 2-1 Chelsea.
I'm going to go 2-0 to Chelsea.
You're going 2-0. Guys in the chat, make sure you all let us know your score lines as well. 2-0 to Matt Cox. Matt Cox is saying, big up to you. Chelsea, Sully's saying Chelsea 2-1. Geek Jinx is saying 2-1 Burnley. And so is Adam, also going the same way. So Adam, you're saying 2-1 as well. And what did you say, Johnny? 2-0?
2-0.
2-0 Chelsea. That's the early kickoff. Never want to be the early kickoff after an international break. You never know who's going to be asleep. Will be interesting game though. Bournemouth, West Ham United. Johnny, this one apparently Semenyo's out injured.
Yeah, well, listen. Semenya pulled out the Ghana squad. We saw Ben Doak, who they signed from Liverpool, carried off on a stretcher for Scotland. Looked like in a lot of distress. Justin Cliver has got an abductor muscle injury. And we saw Adam Smith, their captain, taken off very early doors with concussion in the last game. And I think when they lost Adam Smith, they lost all the cohesion and they just fell apart in their last game. And they're also missing their other midfield enforcer, Tyler Adams. So under normal circumstances, I would say it's Bournemouth will absolutely smash this. But losing Cliver, losing Semenya, losing, Doak, who's been really good attacking wise, and losing these two as well. I'm not sure whether they're still under the concussion protocol. Tyler Adams and Adam Smith. It's been 2 weeks almost since their games, so I'm not sure if they're both out. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I don't disagree. It's a little bit closer than it probably otherwise have been, but I still think that Bournemouth at home are going to have no issues. I'm going to go 2-0 to Bournemouth.
What's Adam gone?
Adam has gone for. Where are you, Adam? Can't see you, Adam. There he is. 1-1.
1-1. I'm going exactly the same.
Interesting.
I mean, I would, like I said, I would 100% have Bournemouth winning this game. I just think, with these injuries, it's going to affect them personally.
Brighton versus Brentford. Listen, Brighton back at home. I think Brighton have conceded in like 22 of their last 25 games or something. They have got a couple of clean sheets recently. Very stop-starty season. I think they've got 4 wins, 4 draws, and 3 losses this season. So you never really know what version they are going to be. And Brentford similarly are a team that can surprise to the upside. I think this game has got goals in it, and I think I'm going to lean towards 3-2 to Brighton. It's a real punchy one. It's a real punchy one. I'm giving you lot an opportunity to get back into it here because that's a bit of a punch. But if that one comes true, by the way, then I am king predictor for the week on that one. 100%. 100%. 3-2 Brighton to me. Fiona's saying 2-1. Adam has gone for 3-1 to Brighton.
It's an interesting one, this one. See, Carvalho did his ACL this week. I'm a real big fan of Igor Thiago. Sharda's on good form. I think they're conceding goals. But Brentford are a threat with Sharday and Thiago up front.
Yep.
I'm going to go 2-2, Sean.
2-2. Fair enough. Fair enough. Interesting stuff, mate. Interesting stuff. Got to be in it to win it. Fulham versus Sunderland. Bit of a boring game, this one for me. Fulham, a team
desperate.
Again, just really, really poor this season. So disappointing to see them, slip away. Marco Silva looks like his head's elsewhere. I actually think, for me, Johnny, that Sunderland are going to nick this one 1-0.
Do you know what? I'm going to go 2-1 Sunderland.
2-1. Matt Cox is saying 2-1 Sunderland. 3-1. Everyone's going for an away win. Everyone's going for an old. Bona's going for a 1-1. Everyone's looking.
What did Adam do?
Adam has gone for. Love how Sean builds himself up. Yeah, that's what I'm here to do, mate. No one else is building me up, bro. No one else does.
Where's Adam? Where was Adam scored?
Adam said that was Adam on
3-1.
He's
gone 1-1.
He's gone 1-1. What are you doing? Why are you always waiting to see what everyone else is saying before?
I didn't. No, I didn't. I said 2-1 to Sunderland.
2-1. Oh, fair enough. I apologise.
2-1.
A lot of people think that Sunderland are going to get the points there. Adam's the outlier. Fair enough. Interesting game at Anfield, mate. Liverpool Forest.
The comeback. Dyche-mobile hits Liverpool with no real defence. Is Isak now back? Has he had enough time to come in and start getting some minutes now? Not sure. I think it's going to be a tough one for Liverpool. This isn't the Liverpool of last year. Remember, Forest went to Liverpool and beat them 1-0 under Nuno last season. It's going to be a tight one, Sean.
Everyone's going for Liverpool win. Jake Evans is on one. Jake Evans is having some crazy predictions out there. Paul Langley, big up to you, my man. I've got your super chats as well. I'm going to do the super chats in a couple of seconds at the end of this. Liverpool
1-1. Adam's gone 1-1.
1-1. What are you saying?
I find this one really difficult, if I'm honest.
I tell you what, if you really believe what you're saying there, Adam, mate, you should have a little bet on the pools. A lot of score draws. But you predicted 3 score draws, mate. Very difficult to predict. If they all come in, mate, then you can make a bit of money on that one.
We're desperate for it, but so are Forest. I'm tempted to go for a Forest win.
You got like, this is the point. You're 18 points behind me, mate. You either go crazy to catch up.
2-1, mate. I've got to go 2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool.
I'm just looking at last year's win. They know that they can win there. They won 1-0 away from home last year.
For me, it's 2-0. 2-0 Liverpool all day long.
Okay, I've gone 2-1.
Got it. Wolves, Crystal Palace. Away win all day long. Can Wolves turn the tide, mate? They are absolutely shocking. Like proper shocking.
Proper shocking, like. Fucking hell. I've got to go for Crystal Palace. I know Rob Edwards has probably had a word with them. There'll be a bit of a bounce. I'm going to go 2-1 Crystal Palace.
Okay. I'm looking at my screen. Can you see what?
2-0.
2-0 Palace.
Yeah.
0-2 to Palace. I am going to join one of you. I'm going to go for 2-1 to Palace as well. Dear, oh dear. Crystal Palace are a threat and Wolves looking all over the place. Newcastle, Manchester City. What a game this is going to be. This is split decisions, I reckon. This will split decisions. Newcastle, phenomenal at home, awful away. Manchester City, back to their best. Can they stop Haaland? Will Walter Made be the guy that takes the headlines? What are we saying, Johnny?
Well, Newcastle have to win this game. And Manchester City need to win this game. Newcastle can't afford to lose this game. Although they're at home to Manchester City. They've only got 12 points. They're only 3 points off of Forest in 19th place. They can't afford to lose. But I believe that Man City's urgency is more than Newcastle's. What I worry about is the middle of the park. Is Rodri, Gomez back, Garcia going to be in the middle of the park fighting Joel Linton, Tonali and the likes, and Guimaraes? It's going to be a hard one. I'm going to go 3-1 Man City.
Interesting. They walked past Liverpool last time out, but for me, I just think Newcastle at home are a different beast, and I am going to say 2-2. I think that it's clear that both teams are going to score, in my opinion. I'll be shocked if both teams didn't score. And I fancy some goals. So I'm going to go Newcastle 2, Manchester City 2. And that, of course, then opens the door, because that game is played before the big one, Arsenal-Tottenham. And obviously Liverpool are a little bit out of it right now. What are they, 10th in the league or something? But before we get to Arsenal-Tottenham, mate, let's talk about...
12. They are.
12.
Yeah, Adam's gone 1-1 again.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've got that one. Big up to you, Adam. Big up to you, mate. Interesting year. Score draw for Adam as well. Adam, mate, you need to have a bet on... go and put like a couple of quid on Newcastle, Man City, Liverpool, Forest, Fulham, Sunderland, and Bournemouth, West Ham, all being score draws, mate. I reckon the odds on that will be probably like 85 to 1 or more, mate. I think that's a wild. Actually, if you actually predict 1-1 on all, then you'll probably get something like 500 to 1. It'll be mental odds.
Definitely going 3-1 Man City anyway. So let's go to this one. Leeds versus Villa. The only team to beat Leeds at home in the last 13 months was Spurs. But Villa, massively on the run at the moment, really playing well. And Leeds really struggling to score. No shot there that Dominic Calvert-Lewin, their striker option, has not been great. Mainly,
is Ocker forfeit?
Huh?
Is Ocker forfeit?
I'm not sure. I thought you said Ocker forfeit. I didn't know what an Ocker forfeit was.
You got to drink a shot of vodka.
I'm not doing an Ocker forfeit, whatever it is. Okay, so what are you going to go for this game, Shawnee?
Listen, I think I've got a feeling that Leeds are going to turn it up. I'm going to go for 2-1 Leeds on this one.
I'm going to go 1-0 Leeds.
1-0 Leeds. We're all going for Leeds. What are we saying? Villa. Geeky's saying Villa. Cantab saying come on the Leeds. For everybody in the chat's going for Villa. You and I have gone for Leeds. Interesting.
Adam.
Where's Adam on this one? Where's Adam?
Adam, what are you doing, mate? With this one?
Everybody's gone for a Villa win.
Well, I would have gone for a Villa win on form, but at home, Villa. Can't see Adam. Can't see Adam score.
Hey, Villa Jays, pick up Jays. I don't know where he is. He's fucked off. Where is he?
Oh, there he is.
3-1. 3-1 to Leeds.
Yeah.
3-1 to Leeds, yeah?
Yeah.
Good boy.
Okay, and then...
Do You know what? On that basis, I feel like I might go against the great. Now, you know what?
No, you can't, mate. Come on, you've done your scores, mate.
Uh,
It's not poker, mate. It's predictiones.
it's
Arsenal,
Arsenal Tottenham.
versus Spurs. Come on. No Shodegaard. Could be back. The question, really, who are the Arsenal players who are injured are going to turn up? For Spurs, is Muani going to turn up in a mask? I don't believe so. There hasn't been much news on Kudos.
No, apparently, someone was saying earlier on in the chat, someone was saying earlier on that they were listening to the press conference and that basically we're only now without everybody else is either training or ready to go. And that it's only 3 players that are out. And those 3 players are Maddison, Decky, and Solanke.
Well, we'll see. Just to say, we'll come back to that. Adam's score was 3-1 to Villa, not 3-1 to Leeds.
I got
You
that.
got that?
3-1 to Villa. 3-1 Villa.
Yeah, 3-1 Villa. Look, I don't know. There's obviously a lot of kidology going on, as you would expect. We haven't beaten Arsenal since a Kabul header 15-odd years ago. I think it's going to be it's going to be a tough ask. As a Spurs fan, I'd be over the moon to get a point because I think that would derail Arsenal. And I feel very satisfied with the point going into a tough game against PSG. What are you thinking, Sean?
Yeah, I've gone for 2-0 to Arsenal. I agree.
I've gone for 2-2. I've gone for a draw.
Is that what you did on the football on the Spurs 5?
Yeah.
2-2. My bad. What's Adam saying?
Well, considering us, they don't concede goals, but
yeah,
he's gone.
You're giving up easy points. Adam's also going 2-0. I'm walking away with this week. I can tell it. I'm going to extend my lead. It's going to be an interesting game, though. It's going to be an interesting game.
1-0 to Spurs in the 96th minute. Richie gets the goal, but this time he keeps his shirt on.
Big up to you, Sully. Big up, my man. Would love a point, but unfortunately, 2-1 says Cantab. Yeah, look, I think it's one step too far. Let's look at the last game of the weekend, my man. It's Manchester United Everton. Another interesting game, to be honest. I think this will be a good game as well.
Yeah.
I personally think that United are going to restart that guy with the haircut thing. He's going to get his hopes up. I think that United are going to win this one. I'm going to say 2-0 to United. I think at home, Everton away from home, not quite as good. Everton at home are a fortress, but not for us, but for everybody else that goes there. But away from home, I think that Man United are going to have just too much for them. So I'm going to go 2-0 to Manchester United.
I'm going to go 3-1 Man U.
3-1 to Man United.
Yeah.
Matt Cox is saying belter of the game. Belter.
Be a good game.
Is saying big game as well. Yeah, I agree, guys. I agree. 3-0 says Paul. 3-2 says Paul Petty. Big up to you.
Sean, I was thinking, why Man U playing on Monday when it's Champions League in the week? And then I just remembered, they're in Europe. They're not playing in anything. 1 game a week. They should be winning every week. 1 game a week.
Yeah, one game a week.
For Amarin to practice. They're not in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, they're still pretty bang average, mate. Like they weren't any good against Tottenham. They came to Tottenham scared, and we played against them scared as well. It was 2 scaredy cats. It was 2 people fighting on the playground doing this. No, don't hit me. I didn't like it. I thought it was pathetic from both teams in the Tottenham United game. But back at home, I'm going to say that they're 2-0. I can't find where's my man Adam saying 1-0 to United. Big up to you, Adam. Unbelievable from you, my man. I think listen, dude, you got to have a go and have a bet on some of those games, mate. You'll get ridiculous odds if you rate those particular outcomes. Right, and the last part of the game is to pick a scorer/assister.
Shit, I forgot about that.
Here is the names that you can't pick. So, Adam, the names that you can't pick that have been picked previously are Jared Bowen, no Morgan Rogers, no Cody Gakpo, no Nick Voltemade, no Haaland, no Grealish, no Kudus, no Rice, no Richie, no Salah. Johnny, you can't have Liam Delap, Guacamole, João Pedro, Mateta, Evan Nilsson, Foden, Saka, Anthony Gordon, Danny Welbeck, or Jared Bowen. And I'm not allowed to have Watkins, Jesus from Forest, Voltemade, Haaland, Grealish, Salah, Guacamole, Brennan Johnson, Antoine Semenyo, or Ekitike.
What's Adam going to go for? Adam, who's the player that you're going to go for? He's going for Heisenberg. My Heisenberg. He's going for
Odebear, is he?
Odebear.
Interesting. How does the chat feel about that pick? I'm not sure the chat are going to be too happy with that one.
I'm going to go Matthias Cunha.
You're going for Cunha. I am going to pick. I'm going to pick a player from Brighton. I'm going to go for Danny Welbeck, I think.
Yeah, good choice.
Is Welbeck fit? Hang on a second. I just want to double check he's fit.
Not my bag, mate. You want to look at pictures of Danny Welbeck?
He's
That's
fine.
up to you.
I'm picking Danny Welbeck to get on the score sheet.
Yeah, it's a good call. So he got me points, Danny.
Tell you what, it's getting a little bit harder though, mate, as we're getting through the season, isn't it? It's getting a little bit more difficult.
Yeah. You'll be picking goalkeepers at the rate we're going. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Guys, if you're in the chat, please can you hit the like button? I know it sounds a trivial thing and something we asked for, but please hit them. And to all you guys that are in the chat that never hit the subscribe button but watch every week, please hit the subscribe button. We're trying to grow the channel, and the algorithm likes to see, like game, follow game. So subscribe is just follow. It's not any financial thing, but it helps the channel grow. And that's what we're trying to do here for you guys. I think that's about it, Shawnee, isn't it? For today?
Yeah, we're done for today. We're done for
Maybe
today.
do one tomorrow. I'm around tomorrow if you fancy one.
Yeah, of course.
You can see.
Of course, 100%. We'll do one in between the games.
Right.
Appreciate you, Adam, for stepping up, my man. And guys, we will. I'll jump down the super chats. There's a couple of super chats here. Houdini, big up to you, Houdini. It's late to say it, but we did start the super sticker train. Houdini, we're going to call you from now on. Thank you very much, Dino. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you all for the support, my man. And Paul Langley as well. Big up to you, Paul. Appreciate you very much indeed as well, my man. Thank you very much indeed for the support. Really appreciate you with the super sticker. I can never actually show you what the super stickers look like, so I'm just saying thank you very much for putting them in. But yeah, appreciate both of you and all of you, Adam as well, for putting in your chat. Adam, you're never going to let me forget, are you? If Semenyo does come to Tottenham on January the 1st, I will have to tip my hat to you every single. And I'm more than happy to do it, by the way, if we get him. Johnny, just one last bit, mate. What is that hat? Where's that hat come from? And what's going on?
Glen Eagles, mate.
Very nice. Very nice.
See? Oh, people thought it was the Eagles, mate. Maybe thought it was my Crystal Palace hat.
No, you're just a whiskey drinker who likes a little bit of golf.
It's a Glen Eagles. Glen Eagles. And listen, guys, although we always ask for you guys to do this for us, with the likes and the subscribing, we really appreciate. We realise that we wouldn't be here doing these shows without you guys. So we very much appreciate your support throughout these few months. I think we've been going now about 5 months, and we've got a nice little family here who are here on a regular basis. And if you are joining for the first time, please just tell us where you're from and who you support. Notice more fans coming in from other clubs, which is what we want to see. Although we're Spurs fans, we want to see lots of fans from lots of clubs here. I
Yeah,
think
we
that's
appreciate
about
you
it,
guys.
Sean.
Listen, by the way, as we get in towards silly season, Christmas time, or
Yeah.
holiday season, depending on what particular god you worship, it's going to be never-ending a list of transfer, and then January is going to be mad. I've already told Johnny he needs to cancel any more of his holly pops. January is a time when we get together and going to be spent the last 4 days of January. As soon as the Champions League is done, there's going to be mental stories. It's going to be insane. Johnny, you and I are going to have transfer specials every day for several hours. These shows are going to extend 2-3 hours. So we're going to be here all day long. Rabbit hole ramblings later on, Matt. You're 100% right. Yeah, 9 p.m. tonight. If conspiracy is your thing, then we'll see you in 6 hours. And that's 6 hours by the globe model. I don't know how that works on the flat Earth model, but we'll ask Nikos later on. So come and check us out there. Appreciate you, Cantab, for the contribution, mate, and for the
Paul Langley. Thanks for dropping in from West Sussex, Spurs fan. Johnny, where's your white ropey? Oh, my
white ropey Spurs hoodie.
Oh, that thing. It was a present. The Europa League one, I take it you're talking about. Yeah, I think it was made from Ting Tong.
We're getting cancelled again.
Yeah, no,
we'll leave it there.
Someone picked it up for me. I went a bit mad, like many of us did during the Europa League win. The one that I was desperate for, Sean. I've run the club. I've tried.
Yeah. The clubs.
They won.
Amazing.
They wore on the day of the final. They did a replica, and I was desperate for it, and just couldn't get it. I tried everyone. But listen, guys, thanks very much for the support. Great show again, as always. Wouldn't be anything without you guys in the chat. Sean, it's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from him.